You probably think of yourself as a good person, right? Guided by a pretty strong moral compass. But what if I told you that one single thought could be enough to completely shatter that? Well, today we're diving into a powerful story about exactly that. I mean, really think about that for a second. Could one little decision, born from just a passing thought, be the thing that opens the door to incredible success or slams it shut forever? The story we're looking at today is all about this, how even the most honest person can get led astray if they don't get a handle on their own thoughts. Okay, so let's kick things off with part one, an honest man's test. Our story is about this young guy who prides himself on his integrity. He's absolutely convinced his character is unbreakable, but oh boy, he is about to face a test he never, ever saw coming. So meet Jake. He lived a long, long time ago in a small town. And by all accounts, he was a really good person, honest to a fault, and never afraid of hard work. The only problem was, his life was just a constant struggle. I mean, every single day was the same endless cycle. Search for work, earn just enough for maybe one meal, and then wake up the next day to do it all over again. So one day, after yet another failed search for a job, Jake's heading home when he hears a voice call out. He turns around and sees an old man standing there with three huge, heavy-looking duffel bags. And Jake, always ready to work, immediately goes, "Yes, I can help." So the deal is this. The old man needs to get to the next village over, and he offers Jake 3 gold coins to carry just one of the bags. Jake's in, but as he lifts it, he's totally shocked by how heavy it is. The old man tells him it's full of bronze coins. And as they start walking, Jake gets this really unnerving feeling. He can feel the old man's eyes just glued to him. It's like the man was just waiting for him to betray his trust and make a run for it with the bag. But, this was just the very beginning of the test. As their journey went on, the weight of the bags, and the weight of temptation, was about to get a whole lot heavier. This entire trip was basically just a series of escalating challenges. So first you have the bag of bronze coins, which Jake carries, no problem. Then they get to a river. The old man says he's too weak to cross with his other bags and offers Jake 3 more gold coins to carry a second one, this one filled with silver. But before he hands it over, he makes Jake promise he won't run away. And then finally, at the bottom of a steep hill, the old man stops again, saying he's just too old to climb with that last bag, the one packed with solid gold. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because you can just feel the tension building, right? With every new bag, the old man's distrust gets more and more obvious. He's saying things like, "It's hard to trust people these days, and if you run away, I won't be able to catch you." And Jake is getting more and more frustrated, firing back with, "Do I look like a thief to you? I'm an honest man." And to prove his point, Jake tells him a story. See, he used to have a job at a loan company, but he quit, on principle, when his bosses told him to lie about a client's loan. So this isn't just talk. Jake literally sacrificed his job for his integrity. This guy was, genuinely, an honest person. So the old man finally, reluctantly, hands over that last bag of gold. He tells Jake to just go on ahead over the hill and wait for him on the other side. And it's in that moment, walking completely alone with a fortune on his shoulders, that everything, absolutely everything, changed. As Jake walked, this one little thought just slipped into his mind. It was just a question, really. If I run away, the old man won't be able to catch me. And that was the first seed of greed planted in the mind of a truly honest man. And just like a weed, that one thought started to take root. He starts to rationalize, right? The old man is frail. He doesn't have much time left anyway. What could he possibly need all this money for? But for Jake, a guy who's known nothing but poverty, this treasure could mean freedom. It could mean being rich forever. And the fantasy just starts to spiral. With this money, he could finally escape his life of struggle. He could marry a beautiful woman. The temptation was just building and building, getting more vivid, more powerful with every single step he took. And then comes the final thought, the one that broke him. He could live a luxurious life, totally free from the daily grind and poverty. And tempted by this vision, the same man who had quit his job over a single lie started to run. Jake ran, he ran all the way home, his heart just pounding, completely convinced his life was about to change for the better. But he had absolutely no idea what the real, unseen consequence of that one action was going to be. Out of breath, he finally gets to his home, throws the bags on the floor, and just rips them open. and he's just shocked. Inside, there's no gold, no silver, not even bronze. Zero. Not a single coin. It was all just worthless stones. Confused, angry, Jake notices a little note tucked inside one of the bags. He picks it up and reads these devastating words. The old man wasn't just some old man. He was the king of the land. He was old, he had no heir, and he'd been searching for an honest person to adopt as his son and the future king. If Jake had only controlled that one thought for a few more moments, he would have inherited an entire kingdom. And this is really the crucial lesson, isn't it? Jake was an honest man. His entire identity was built on that foundation. But one single greedy thought, left unchecked, was all it took to make him betray his deepest values. This story is just such a powerful reminder of a simple truth. Our future is built in the quiet of our own minds. It all starts with a single thought. That thought shapes our words. Our words drive our actions, and those actions eventually harden into the destiny we live out. Our thoughts really are like seeds. The ones we choose to plant and water, whether they're seeds of honesty and positivity or seeds of greed and negativity, will one day grow into the reality of our lives. Jake lost an entire kingdom because he watered the wrong seed for just a moment too long. And so, this whole story just leaves us with a question to ask ourselves. In the quiet moments of your own mind, when nobody else is watching or judging, what seeds are you planting today?